So let us begin, as always, by bringing our attention to our breath. As we breathe, it immediately gives us a connection to our physical body, and it leads us inwards into the being within, simply by breathing with attention, with focus upon our breath. So we breathe. The body begins to let go, moving into relaxation. For the body actually loves to let go and does so very willingly. And as we move within, so the mind quietens, the emotions quieten, and gradually we feel ourselves coming into greater balance within. We begin to breathe into our heart space and become aware of how our higher chakras have opened, and we begin to receive the descending light from above. Let us take a few moments simply receiving the energies that are coming to us. The light of spirit, the love within the light, is constantly being sent and is in the very air that we breathe. As we breathe in the light and bath of spirit, it begins to fill our being. We begin to feel it in every cell of the physical body, which becomes increasingly relaxed. For we are learning about letting go, not to force, not to make effort. For when we receive from the higher dimensions, no effort is required. We work without effort. We learn to simply allow. As we allow all to be received, given by grace, as it comes to us, we need to be open to receive. As we move within and our higher chakras open, as we breathe into our heart space, it seems there is no limit to how deeply we can go within. As the experience within grows, as more and more light is received, so we begin to surrender naturally. For the high heart does not need to learn how to allow, how to surrender, for it is natural to it. And our high heart is increasingly opening in the eclipse energies which are building within us since the eclipse and prior to the eclipse. All are receiving these energies, of course, but your participation as a more awake being consciously upon your spiritual path. It is for you to allow these eclipse energies to work with you and through you. From our heart space, let us all allow our heart energy to flow around our circle. This circle of love, including all our followers and participants on YouTube, and all those in their higher selves who wish to be within our circle. The circle, of course, increasing in size as the Arcturians move into our circle, along with the Andromedans, Syrians, Pleiadians, and many others. We invite the participation of the angels and archangels, please. And we gradually begin to feel their presence is with us. They bring their energies to us in oneness, as they all are in oneness with each other in the frequencies which they send to the earth, but also specifically to this group of ours, which the Arcturians have said how important it is for them have a group such as ours to be able to work with. For we are all able to receive these higher frequencies which the Arcturians work with us with. Some of the highest frequencies in this universe, we're told, are channeled through our meditations. And gradually we learn to allow these frequencies to be received in increments. It would be too much for the physical body, not to mention the mind and emotions, to receive too much at once. For the degree of light and love which you receive is always regulated according to what each one is capable of receiving and holding. As the light enters into us, so it is radiated outwards to all life upon this planet and to Gaia herself. But we simply rest, attentive, focused, and with intention, as we allow, as we surrender. Resting within our beingness, in the place of stillness and non-doing, away from the busy mind and centered within our hearts, connected to our body. You may experience the energies pulsing through you, maybe moving from side to side, stretching you a little, into receiving a little more, raising you a little higher, as the Arcturians shower our auras with cleansing light, reforming our auras for us, closing any holes or tears in the aura. And gradually we find ourselves feeling clearer, a little lighter, as they bring us into a higher alignment. Simply relax into it. No thoughts or words are needed here as you move into greater levels of inner peace and stillness. And we simply breathe, feeling our connection to each other as we come together through the heart energy, bringing us into greater oneness. Through the group connection, our own energy strengthens. We feel a self-empowerment. Our own energy expanding into a more expanded consciousness and our frequency rising. You may wish to affirm, I am. I am light. I am love. I am a being of light, a being of love. And I am here to transform this world. And this transformation of this world takes place through the frequency we hold and the energy which we emanate. We are all based in different positions around the planet. And in addition to that, we are outside of time and space in our higher dimensional work. So that which we hold and give surrounds the planet. The Arcturians place a large, very large, etheric crystal in the center of our circle. Our circle is filled with blue light. We begin to resonate with the presence of the Arcturians who are with us in our circle as they bring their love. Their energy is so comforting. We feel safe. Defenses can fall away as we open our hearts to receive their love. Simply by being here in this circle, in this frequency, we are each receiving healing activations, a higher knowledge. It's not necessary in your third dimensional self-consciousness to know what you are receiving. Simply receive with gratitude, appreciation, and joy. The Arcturian blue light always includes the violet light, for Arcturus is one of the 7 Elohim, the Elohim of the violet flame, which is now drenching each one of us. The violet flame rising from below, descending from above, coming in from each side, vortices and swirls. The Christed violet light, transmuting, transforming. Every time transmutation, transformation takes place, no matter how little, more higher frequency energy is able to be downloaded. For as the lower is cleared and released, so there is more space for the higher to enter. And while you are sitting in this meditation, you may be experiencing a rising of your frequency, an expansion of your consciousness, encompassing your aura. You begin to experience yourself in a different way to physicality, where you begin to experience yourself as energy. few moments to enjoy this experience, allowing the energies to work through you, not by you, without resistance. They flow where they wish to go, for it is higher intelligence, higher consciousness, knowing exactly where to go and what to do. Your consciousness, your energy is beyond the physical. You can look upon the enormous crystal, the etheric crystal, in the center of the circle. The brilliant glow that it is radiating in the most beautiful violet and blue, electric blue. And a sphere of the most brilliant golden light stands on top of the crystal. This sphere represents the Eclipse Energies, which are pouring towards us. We learn to surrender, let go of any doing, let go of any effort, rest in your beingness and allow it to come to you. Allow it to be received into every cell of your body, into all your chakras, through your central column, for these energies contain, of course, the Christ energies, to resurrect the Christ within, bringing us closer into oneness and Christ consciousness. But the ego cannot get it. The mind, the ego mind, and one's lower personality cannot receive the Christ itself at this point. But as you surrender to your beingness within, this is where it can be received. As you rest in that inner place of non-doing, so you are free from your ego self, the ego mind, which is not to be criticized and judged, for it is an important part of your third dimensional experience. But we are now moving beyond the experience of physicality, materialism, into the non-material, the etheric, the higher dimensions beyond form. Here it can be experienced as it is received as a gift. Jesus Ananda playing his part with us to ignite the Christ within our high heart. His energy is within the solar consciousness. Simply breathe. Feel his presence as he moves closer to you. And let him in. He moves into our hearts, inviting us into oneness with him. Accept him as he has accepted you in divine love. The angel behind your heart that guards your sacred heart works with Jesus, Yeshua, in the opening of your high heart. Remember, the ego cannot demand it. It is given by grace through your love. You may be experiencing him, his Christed love, so fine and gentle, soft and beautiful, merging into your physical body, merging into your higher chakras and the lower ones, as he assists in all coming into oneness within you. All your chakras coming into alignment, into balance. Your column of light flows downwards into the earth, into Gaia's core, and upwards into the heavens. You do nothing. By non-doing, all is received. You are simply a column of light, surrendered to the divine. And perhaps you can experience that shift, moving within from the human self to the divine self of higher consciousness. Allow it to present itself to you. Become aware of your soul star chakra above your head, of your stellar gateway above. Open you up to galactic consciousness. Here you can connect to whichever star you wish to, simply through your intention. You can choose to embrace the higher and to let go of the lower. As you find yourselves moving more out into galactic consciousness while in your physical body. Your third eye, your crown, has opened to the galaxy. To the oneness within the galaxy. Galactic consciousness of which you are a part. You feel its bliss, its love, its peace. How expanded you are, unlimited, infinite and eternal. Having left behind the confines of time and space. You experience the freedom that exists beyond third-dimensional limitations. It's a beautiful place to be. And you can bring it into the physical, into the third dimension. Your whole body. Being infused with galactic consciousness and oneness. The energies may feel strong, intense within the physical body. For the body is made from the third dimensional earth, yet it is programmed for ascension. And is gradually adjusting to the higher and higher frequencies, which will continue to rise, to expand over the coming days and weeks and months. Be sensitive to what the body asks for, to what it needs to make its journey into the ascension a little easier. Remember, we are all working together. We are all together in our ascension process, in oneness. And it's all about surrender, simply allowing the eclipse energies, the ascension energies to enter in. For we will not be activating ourselves. We will be surrendering to the activations which will be given If you find a lot of pressure in your head, simply relax and know that it is probably part of the process, for much has to be activated and changed within your physical brain, as your brain is being rewired, as the two hemispheres of your brain are coming into balance and alignment. No longer feeling separated, the masculine and feminine, but in unison. Allow the process. Accept. It is not something the ego self can do. Allow Source to take charge in all its wisdom. To lead you into the ascension. Enjoy every moment of your physical existence while it is still available to you. Feel the joy in the connection to nature, to the earth and all her kingdoms, as we expand our awareness throughout Gaia. With your feet upon the ground, you feel how you are part of this world. A oneness with nature, with the earth, with the soul of Gaia. Your soul in oneness with Gaia's soul, joining consciousnesses, part of the whole. Her energy is building within you now. She rises up. As you give, so you receive. The continuous flow of the one spirit. It is as if the world has changed before your eyes. as you enter a more balanced and aligned state within. Carry this with you and be your higher self, your I am. Your eternal presence in this now, which is always love, light, and peace.